Well, good morning, and yes, I'm back in my comfy dress because it's a little crazy out with the heat. I'm trying to adjust my camera. Sorry, folks. Hi. And if you see Lazy Poo, mark down the time. Let me know, and once we start making a little money on these videos, I will donate a percentage to your no-kill shelter in your area, and we'll donate to Safe Harbor so that they can feed their people as well. The cats, the dogs, the animals. So that's our no-kill shelter here in Kenosha. So a lot has happened, and I often feel so extremely blessed with the abundance I have. The problem is that abundance becomes clutter. So I'm cleaning up. I will be taking a video later today, I promise. This week has been very hectic. All my appointments, because of Memorial Day, and for those of you who are not in the country, that's our day to recognize those who have passed, that gave the ultimate sacrifice in war or overseas or even here. So those are our fallen heroes. And we recognize and remember them. So as you see, got new glasses. I'm getting new glasses in August as well. So the biggest thing is yes, I did record yesterday. Some amazing things have happened. I'm so blessed. I really, truly am. And I have such an abundance that I will be getting rid of some of it most certainly before I move. I'm packing to move because it's time. It's time to move on. And whether I end up at Kenosha Gardens or in Racine, which is right next door, or stay here in Kenosha, we'll see. We're going to leave that up to the guides and the guardians. Now, I've not made my list today yet. However, I have been, every time I go to the bathroom, I clean up 4 things in the kitchen, 4 things in the living room. It doesn't seem like much. However, as much as I go to the bathroom, that could be a lot of things that are going to be put up and taken care of by the end of the day. And that's so important to me to make sure that I am continuing on that path. Today, yes, mental health is extremely important. This is all clutter, and that clutter gets to your brain. I still have to cut my vegetables. Like I said, this week was really, really an interesting week. I ended up falling asleep last night at like 6:11 because I was so exhausted just from the week of appointments I had, the things I had to do, people I had to contact, and I still haven't contacted them all, which is the biggest thing. And then I do actually have a meeting today this afternoon with my caseworker from CCS. And if you are in Kenosha, I highly recommend you work with them, and I don't want to move to Racine. That is because I've got everything here in Kenosha. Like, I have all the help that I am blessed with that has found me, and I don't want to give that up. However, sometimes in order to move forward, we have to give up things and hope for the best when moving forward to the new location, to the new place. I'm going to start packing things away. I've got plenty of sheets to wrap my breakables in that I want to keep. The only reason why I'd be looking at Racine is there's actually a church there. It's a historical church, and it's only 69,900. I don't know the condition of it. I do know that would be perfect for what I'm doing. We could possibly turn it into a veterans home. This house here that I want as a veterans home is like $315,000. That's a lot of money to raise. And so it's one thing at a time. One thing at a time. And this church is over 100 years old. What a blessing that would be just to get that sanctuary. Sanctuary! Anyway, I am going to paint tonight, I'm hoping. Depends on how exhausted I am. I still have what I've been working on. Don't worry, I have not touched it. I've not added anything to it. So we'll paint again. We will do an episode of This Messy House today so you can see kind of what I've done, how far I've come, things of that nature. And to be honest, I'm just grateful to be here, and I wanted to share with you. Now, I am watching a show called Black Fly. It's based on a true story. I've never seen it. However, it looks interesting, to say the least. I also plan on cleaning out my coffee pot today. It really needs it. And that includes showing you how to add the vinegar to the coffee pot to clean out those minerals in it that build up. So there are quite a few things. Plus, I have to work on something that I'm doing with Dr. Monica concerning Iris. So I've got to get up to page 13 before I see her on Monday next week. So, plus I have to do some work on the business. I've got a book that we're putting out, Catherine Basilicata, Untold Story, as well as I'm working with Mr. Smith on his book. And I think we've found a title. I just have to research it, make sure, that it's available, as well as getting our Facebook page up, things like that, starting to get those things going so that we have them so my PR can do what it needs to do. Because without me, they can't do what they need to do. It's just that simple. And I have so many emails and stuff. However, if you want to go through like my meditation of the day, I watched Ria, I watched my Buddhist monks for advice on how to take care of me, to work on me. Because you can't change the things around you. You can't change the people around you. You can only work on yourself. Remember that. And remember you're beautiful. You're faithful. You're amazing. Don't forget that. Thanks for stopping by for my subscribers and my new people. Um, we're gonna get Pandora's book order books back up, Pandora's order books, as well as Pandora's Night Order NC-17, and it will all be under Fixing Pandora's Box. And I know that the government's watching, and that's fine because I'm not going to make any money right now. Only because when you go into business, you have to start off on a shoestring budget. I did this with my cheesecake business in Maine, and you have to wait to start earning money, which goes automatically back into the business besides paying the people who are working with you. So I just want to get this uploaded. Thanks for stopping by. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for stopping by. Seriously, it means the world to me. I get so excited when I see oh, there's two people. you know. Right now, for June, I'd like to get 30 subscribers. We're up to 23, so that's only 7 more. That's the goal for June. I might start putting that up here so we know what our goals are. And, the answer is 42. Don't forget your towel. Blessed be and may you be blessed. Catch you later.